All right, so if you want to use your stick for your check-in, you can do that. I will go without this morning. Yeah, the goal is just to bring yourself into your body. So whatever techniques you found that work for you, go ahead and begin that process. You can have your eyes closed or open. Just want to start ourselves out by bringing ourselves into our body. Settling ourselves in. Preparing ourselves to do a little work. That'll benefit us for the rest of the day and beyond. Particular, we're trying to find points where maybe we're holding tension and releasing those and letting them go. We tend to develop habits where we hold on to that tension and it's not really necessary. So we can develop the habit of releasing it. If it's not serving us, there's no need to keep it. As you feel that tension release, you might feel yourself having a sense of lightness, feeling lighter, maybe feeling like you're growing a little taller, feeling some space between joints. Feel at ease as you breathe. Let's take a few more moments here. And after one more inhale and exhale, if your eyes are closed, you can open them. Let's bring yourself back. And as we stay in place here, we'll just begin the process of moving to the left and to the right, just gently feeling ourselves transitioning and transferring our weight from one side to the other. You can use it with a toe touch like this, or you can come into single leg balance. You can experiment with the length of the step, the pace in which you step from side to side. Just kind of play with that. You can get a little bit more bouncy. You want to do that. A couple more times to each side. We'll do the same concept forward and backward. We'll step forward with the left foot and then back with the right. Same concept. You can toe touch. You can find single leg balance. Small steps, large steps. Just a couple more. And we'll switch it so the right foot's forward and the left foot back. So we went hiking yesterday and I turned my right foot. So I'm definitely feeling that today a little bit. Just one or two more. And you can shake everything out. And we're just going to sit and stand, but we're going to try a floor touch and overhead reach. So just gently reaching to the floor, then standing tall and reaching as high as you can, and then repeating that process. Slowly extending your range of motion in both directions. As you reach to the floor, trying to keep the body in an upright position. And as you reach to the ceiling, trying to keep the shoulders from shrugging up as you reach up. Let's do a few more here. Last one. And shake it loose. We'll move back to moving side to side. And we're just going to swing our arms this time with it. So we're just going to scoop with our arms, kind of exaggerating that motion. Watching the hands rise to the ceiling on both sides. Again, you can play with the step length and the step pace as you do this. One more time to each side. And then we'll switch it so the arms are swinging overhead. So again, you can watch those hands drop down from side to side. As you look, your head will go, and as your head goes, your body will follow. So it can add a little bit of more extension in each direction from side to side. Still breathing as you do it. Do one more in each direction. We're going to alternate backward lunge or backward step, and we're going to try to add a floor touch with it. So just gently reaching back and then down with the hands, slowly getting further and further towards the floor as you do so. One more on each leg. And then shake it loose. So if you need more warm-up, you can proceed with the next few movements without weight. You can use weight as you want with this. We're going to do an arc first from right to left side, and we'll do through the focus with the right arm. So again, either a light weight or no weight, depending on how much more prep you want or need or whatever. We'll start in 10 seconds. We're going to take our hand as close to the floor as we can, come up and over and down to the other side. So we're going to be using our legs a lot, flexing and extending. Here we go in 2, 1, and let's start. Big high reach over the top and then as close to the floor as you can get on both sides. Be a little bit of a foot pivot here to allow your hips to turn. Just coordinate your breath with your movements. About 15 more seconds. Three, two, and one. Same process, we'll just switch to the left arm this time. Again, as close to the floor as you can, and then as high over the top as you can with that arm. Go at a pace that serves you as long as you're completing a full range of motion on both sides. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Just watch that hand go from the floor up and over and down to the other side. Make sure you're reaching to the floor by bending with the legs and not just bending over with your body. "15 seconds. Three, 2, and 1. Now it'll be that same movement with both hands working together. So you can hold a single weight with both hands, or you can have weight in each hand without allowing them to touch. We'll start in 5 seconds. Pick the side you want to begin. 2, 1, here we go. Keep breathing. "15 more seconds. 5, 2, 1, and recover. Grab a drink if you need it or want it. We're going to switch from that arc to a U swing. So again, the feet have to be active, reaching from one high up position, swinging down and under, and up to the other side. So we'll start with the right arm. Again, the feet are very active as we do this. We'll start in 10 seconds. Pick your direction you want to go. 2, 1, here we go. Keep those feet active. Coordinate that breath as well as you can with the movements. 15 more seconds. Three, 2, and 1. And we'll do the same thing. We'll just switch arms. We'll start that process in 10 seconds. So again, pick the direction you want to begin and then start from there. Going in 5, in 2, 1, here we go. Just subtly assessing how one side maybe feels different from the other side. Maybe you know the reason for that. Maybe there's something that you can slightly adjust to make it feel more the same. Maybe it's just a matter of practice. But we want to become proficient on both our dominant or preferred side as well as our non-dominant side, so life can't sneak up and get us. 15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And as we did on the last round, now we'll do both arms at the same time. Can adjust the weight if you want, keep it the same. A weight in both hands, or one in each hand without touching. We'll start in 10 seconds. Again, very active with the feet. Pick your direction starting in 5, and 2, 1. Here we go. As smooth and as rhythmical as you can feel. Slow is smooth. Smooth just naturally becomes fast. 15 seconds left. Three, 2, and 1. Grab a drink, catch your breath. We'll move on to the next group. So again, we'll start with the right arm focus, and all we're going to do is we're going to make a big, big circle in a clockwise direction. So we'll just continue clockwise using the right arm for emphasis. We want to make it as big as we can from right to left and from top to bottom as we can. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Starting clockwise and continuing clockwise. Again, as we come down to the floor, it's because we're bending our legs, and then a big reach over the top without shrugging that shoulder, and reaching as far as you can from right to left or east and west, however you want to talk about that. Smooth, smooth, smooth. 15 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Continue in that clockwise direction, switching to the left arm this time. Same concept. Starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. If you pick up your speed, avoid the temptation to compromise your range of motion. Keep it big, even if you're moving faster. "15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And as we did before, now we'll do that with both arms working together. Same clockwise direction. We'll begin in 10 seconds. Decide where you want to start at in those 4 positions. In 2, 1, here we go. Keep the feet loose and active so your hips can have room to move. Fifteen more seconds. Three, two, and one. Catch your breath, grab a drink. Back to the right arm emphasis. And we're just going to reverse the direction. So now we're going to move counterclockwise on the face of the clock instead of clockwise. Start with the right arm. Begin in 10 seconds. Pick the spot you want to go. In 2, 1, here we go. Smooth, smooth, smooth. 15 seconds left. Three, two, and one. Awesome. Switching to the left arm, continuing counterclockwise direction. We'll start in 10 seconds. Going in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. We have 15 more seconds. Three, two, and one. Back to 2-arm movements, staying in a counterclockwise direction. So you can load your arms up as you desire. Again, if weight becomes an issue, you can do the movements without the weight, because the focus is movement quality, not how much weight or how many reps. We want to be proficient in our movement. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Grab a drink, catch your breath. So back to single arm movements. We're going to do a forward and backward swinging with the arm. So your range of motion can be anywhere from high in this direction to high in the behind direction. We're not opening our body up like this. We're trying to keep our body square and then rotating in kind of that U shape. And we're going to keep our palm facing straight ahead throughout the whole range, okay? So adjust your weight accordingly, knowing that that's your arm position, which represents external rotation in your shoulder, okay? We'll start in, let's see. We'll start in 10 seconds here. Feet are flat, but the joints are loose, and the body stays square as we swing. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Find your range of motion and then work it from there. Inhale and exhale with the movements. $15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And shake it loose. We'll switch arms. Same concept. Just the other side. Start in 15 seconds. Again, it's not about rotating at the elbow. We're trying to rotate, externally rotate at the shoulder as we begin. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Find your range of motion and then just work in that. Try not to keep up with anybody else. Just kind of feel it for yourself. One side may feel a little more loose than the other. That's fine. Again, we're just trying to develop proficiency on each side. $15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. Same concept. We're going to move from an externally rotated position to internally rotated. So now our palms are facing behind us, back, as we do that same arm swing. So you'll feel maybe some restrictions or limits in a different part of the movement, which is fine, okay? Just the way the shoulder's set up. We'll start in 10 seconds. Internal rotation, palm facing behind you for the whole swing. Watch your shoulder position, starting in 2, 1. Here we go. That restriction could be a matter of mobility or range of motion. It could be a matter of stability within the joint or maybe lack of stability. Or it could just be a matter of strength in certain muscle groups. So we're just trying to focus on the movement itself and develop proficiency in the movement. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll switch to the left side. Same exact movement. Again, the feet are staying pretty flat here, about hip width apart, maybe shoulder width, depending on where you feel most stable. Shouldn't feel like your balance is compromised at all as you do this. Begin in 5 seconds. Internal rotation at the shoulder. 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And we'll switch back to the right side. We're just going to do what's referred to as a normal anatomical position. So essentially our palm is going to be facing toward your thigh, and then we'll raise and lower, keeping the arm in that same position the whole time. My guess is that this will probably feel the most freeing compared to the other two that we've already done. We'll start in 10 seconds. Nice and tall with your spine, 3 points of contact. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Ten more seconds. 2, 1, and recover. Same concept, switching to the left arm. We'll start in 15 seconds. Just continue to stay relaxed. Starting in 5, 2, 1. Here we go. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Again, grab a drink, catch your breath. We're going to do all those same movements, but we're going to incorporate some leg movement as we do this. You can either hold a static position as either a forward lunge, or you can be in a split squat, so you can just hold that position. Or as this arm is swinging up, you bring your body up. As it swings down, you drop your weight down. So up in both directions and down as the weight is swinging underneath. So if you want to add that, or you can just hold the lunge or the split squat position. Your choice on any of those. Again, we'll start with external rotation. So we're opening the palm up, facing forward as we do it. So pick the foot you want to start to be forward. We'll do it with both sides. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Again, just feel the coordination first. Don't worry about how fast you're going. Be a little bit of a balance challenge as well as some leg strength as we're focusing on our arms. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it loose. We'll keep working with the same arm. We'll just switch legs. Give you a sideways view this time. Start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. "15 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Switching to the left arm. Again, pick whichever leg you want to have forward to begin with. Start in 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So again, we're not bowing our body, we're just dropping our hips down. So there should be no forward lean with the body. Body stays pretty vertical. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Switching the leg position. Again, I'll give you a side view for this. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. "15 more seconds. 2, 1. Shake it loose. Catch your breath. Grab a drink. Switching back to the right arm. This time it'll be externally rotated at the shoulder. So the palm will be facing back or behind you. Again, pick your foot position you want to have. It can be as small or as extreme as you desire. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Again, trying to keep the body as square as we can. We're not rotating the body to accommodate the range. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Same arm, we're just going to switch the feet. I'm going to stay forward this time. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Nice and tall with that body. 3 points of contact through your spine. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And switching to the other arm. Again, decide which foot you want to begin with, knowing we'll trade off from there. We'll start in 5 seconds. In 2, 1, here we go. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. One more time with that arm, switching the foot position. Again, just think about being smooth. Don't get too focused on how fast you think you should be going. Stay in control of your movement. You control the movement. Don't let the movement control you. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in 5. In 2, 1. Here we go. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath. Grab a drink. Go through that whole situation again. This time with the arms in the anatomical position with the palm facing toward your thigh for the whole range of motion front to back. Again, all you have to do is decide which foot you're going to start in a forward position, knowing you'll switch it the next time around. We'll start in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. If your legs are becoming exhausted, then just go back to the standing position and maybe do a gentle pulse with that, with your feet together. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Same arm, switching the legs. Beginning again in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, find that foot position. 2, 1, here we go. Ten seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Switching arms. Again, finding the leg position that suits you to begin. We'll trade legs. We'll start in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 2, 1, here we go. Fifteen more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And reversing the feet. Start in 10 seconds. In 5, 2, 1, here we go. Fifteen more seconds. Keep breathing. Three, 2, 1. Weights down, grab a drink, catch your breath. Just kind of shake it loose. Recapture your breath. Still a little humid, even though the temperature's down a little bit. Okay, as we stand tall like we did in the beginning, we're feeling the length of our spine. 3 points of contact. Our feet are firmly anchored to the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. And then from this position, we're just going to yield to gravity, allowing our head to tilt to our right. So we're not forcing it over, we're just gently yielding, allowing this to be a passive position while the remainder of our body remains in check. You're still able to breathe in this position. You kind of own the position as you breathe. And let's bring it back to neutral with the head, gently. Kind of reestablish your equilibrium and then gently take it over to the left. Again, all we're doing is we're yielding, releasing ourselves to gravity. Still breathing, inhale and exhale. And let's return that head back to neutral. Reestablish your position and your equilibrium. And then we'll just let the head tilt forward. Chin comes close to your collarbone. Again, not forcing it. And we're not leaning forward, it's just at the neck. So we still have that connection between our middle spine and our tailbone. We're not allowing our hips to displace themselves, just at the neck. And then gently back up to neutral. Reestablish your equilibrium. And then gently tilt your head back, yielding to gravity once again. Always with the ability to breathe, no matter the position. And then back to neutral once again. Finding that normal equilibrium. And then we'll just do shoulder rolls, alternating forward and backward gently. A lot of shoulder work today. If you want to play with the rotational position of your shoulders, you can internally rotate, externally rotate. Keep them in that normal anatomical position. Just kind of experiment with that as you do your shoulder roll. Makes it feel a little bit different. Let's do one more time in each direction. And then from this position here, we're going to walk our fingers down our legs. And when we get towards our knees, we're going to let our knees bend and our hips drop so we can get our fingers as close to our feet or to the floor as we can. When we're at that furthest low position, then we're going to extend the knees until we feel that stretch. Pause and hold it there for a couple of breaths. And then let the knees bend, drop the hips, and we'll walk the fingers back up until you're standing tall. Find that normalcy, that equilibrium again. Capture your breath. And then we'll repeat that one more time, walking the fingers down, allowing the knees to bend so the hips can drop, getting as close to our feet and the floor as we can. At that position, we'll straighten the knees once again. Still breathing in this position. I'll drop the hips, bend the knees, walking the fingers back up. Standing tall, 3 points of contact. Then reaching tall with a big inhale. And as you exhale real big, arms out and down. And we'll say we have another one in the books.